Good morning. The garage is empty today, as you can see. So I think we're going to do a woodworking project. Mrs. P wants me to build some type of a cabinet to fit in the bathroom for more storage. But first we have to run up to the sawmill and see if we can find some wood. The trip up to the sawmill is one of my favorite drives on the property. We made it. I have some of this weathered oak. It's about 2 inches thick, over 4 feet long, but it has a lot of checking in it. So I don't think that that's going to be good. We have some big pieces of maple here. They're also about 2 inches thick. And, I don't know. Let's see how wide this is. They're about probably 10 or 11 inches wide once you get it all cut down. So we could use 2 of those and make something nice. But it does get kind of thin in the middle. So let's keep looking. We have all this black locust here. It's some of it's 2 inches thick, but it's pretty narrow. It's maybe 6 inches wide, so that's not good. Let's head over there to that maple tree. So we have a lot of material in here that's pretty good. We have some 1 inch thick stuff, some 2 inch thick, but it's pretty much buried underneath a lot of other stuff. So we're gonna have to get creative to get this out of here. But I think this stack is what we're going to go shopping in. So let me see what I can find. Now we got to be super careful on a wood pile in the summertime here. Snakes will get up in here and lay, and we've left about an inch clearance between all these boards, and that just so happens to be the perfect width for a snake. We don't want to get snake bit today. So I think we're going to pull out this piece of red maple. It has about 6 inches wide here at the beginning, and then it spans out to more like 10 inches wide for the next 8 feet or so, but it has real pretty color in it, and it's easy to get to. We like it when it's easy to get to. All right, so we have our big heavy 2 inch thick piece. I picked up a couple 1 inch or maybe 3/4 inch piece material. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that. And also got some dimensional 2 inch maple. It's not really dimensional, it has goo all over it, but that should be enough wood to build something. So let's get back to the garage and see what we can whip up. So we took our 2 inch thick by 12 inch wide maple log or board, sawed it in half into 4-foot sections, and now let's see what we can make. We still don't have a plan. The first issue we're going to have is my planer is only 12 inches wide. The wood is closer to 13 inches wide, at least here on the part that's kicking out. So we're going to have to run this through the table saw and cut it down to 12 inches. We have our 2 big maple boards cut down to about 11.5 inches each. That should be good enough to go through the planer to start getting them leveled up. We're starting to get a plan. These are our red maple boards after been going through the planer a couple times. You can see the pattern on it is pretty cool. I think Mrs. P will be happy with that. That planer sure makes a lot of sawdust. That's okay, we'll make some fire starters out of it. All right, so the plan is to drill the corners of this first board with 1 inch holes all the way through. We have 3, we have 1 more to do. And we need to slow down a little bit. So we still don't have a plan. We could either layer it underneath like this, like these little wings stick out past this edge, or we could just butt these edges up and secure it underneath. Next step, cut some legs. They're about 1.5 inches square and 29 inches long. 29 inches seems long enough. All right, we're pretty much done for the day. I didn't get as much filming as I expected because pretty much my fingers were a gluey mess and I didn't want to have to touch the camera with that. But here's where we are. We have the main table done. It has 4 legs on it. The glue up here is drying and it's through. It's pinned all the way through, and then we have a little wedge, kind of like an axe handle wedge. These front little wings are going to go underneath and out in front. They also have legs attached to them, and they're also drying. And you can see here the little wedge goes through the middle. Should look pretty good. Now we just have to let the glue dry, come back tomorrow. I don't know, a little bit of sanding maybe. Well, good morning, we're back for more. We left off yesterday, we got all our legs installed. We filled all the top areas with glue and sawdust. So now we just need to sand it all down and see what we have to work with. All right, so that's what the tops are going to look like. We have the pegs from the legs coming all the way through the wood. We have a wedge in there to spread it all out and make it nice and cool. We just got a whole bunch of finish sanding to do on the whole piece, so I'm not going to bore you with that. We're attaching the little wings here. I'm going to put 3 screws in each side. And I'm not going to glue this on in case it needs to come back off. And I put 1 screw through this leg into that little wing wall. It might work out okay. All right, we have the whole table put together. Let's go ahead and flip it over. We're probably going to have some leg trimming to do here to get them exactly level, but it never goes as planned the first time. All right, the little table is standing on its own 6 legs. I did add some supports along the side to help straighten the legs out. They were a little bit wonky at the bottom, and they're still a little wonky, but not bad. Mrs. P will never know. Next step is a little bit more fine sanding on the top, and then we need to put some boiled linseed oil on it. All right, the first coat of boiled linseed oil is going on. The wood's pretty much soaking it up immediately, but you can see the colors popping out. That's gonna be pretty nice. All right, we're slowly but surely just adding coats of the boiled linseed oil to the wood. You can see it's already getting a very nice look to it. So that's it, 1 red maple makeup table for the bathroom. That will do it for the day. Make sure to get outside, do something fun, come back and tell me about it.